The berry and quinoa eating hipster hikers don't come down in this area, so I'm assuming it was a bear. Alright guys, the parking is a bit sketchy on this adventure, and the hike starts with a short road walk. Alright, there's our trailhead just over there. Hey guys, Smelling Roses here. Today I'm along the Amherst and Rockbridge County lines here in the Blue Ridge Mountains of Virginia. Going to be hiking up to Fuller's Rocks along Little Rocky Road today. I've actually been up to Fuller's Rocks a couple of times in the past. It's normally accessed via the Appalachian Trail, and in fact that's how I've been up there myself. But today we're going to be hiking up the Little Rocky Road trail. This particular trail is relatively unknown and rarely visited. This hike should be a pretty good workout because it's all uphill for the 3 miles up to the Appalachian Trail along the ridgeline of Little Rocky Road. And I'm expecting a few sections to be really steep. Alright, the trail is going to pass under a power line. If it's not too overgrown, we may get some views off of the ridge. I doubt the camera will pick it up, but I can hear the high voltage lines sizzling overhead. View to the south, can see that ridge in the distance, part of the James River Face Wilderness. And of course you can't see the town, but back in that direction is the town of Glasgow, just a couple of miles from here. Well, it's early in the morning, so the view to the east is kind of washed out with the intense sunlight. But pretty nice view here, looking back towards Peavine Mountain there. And great view down onto the James River below. Alright, so we'll head back to the trail. And soon after passing the power line, we're going to head up on that ridge there. And that's going to be the steepest part of the climb today. Crossing the utility right away once again. And other than the power lines in the view, sweet vista here across the river towards the James River Face Wilderness. Really overgrown here. Can see the outskirts of the town of Glasgow down in the valley below. I lost the trail back there at the power line. You guys saw how overgrown it was. I don't know if I missed a switchback or if I didn't go far enough. But anyway, I lost the trail. So now we're just bushwhacking up along this ridge. This is the ridge we need to be on, and I believe the trail eventually meets back up with this ridge. So I'm gonna keep my eyes open for the trail, but in the meantime I'm going to continue along this ridge. We're back on the trail now, up along the ridge just as I expected. I believe the mistake I made was I might have missed a switchback before the power line. I believe I wasn't supposed to go out into the power line, but it was worth it for the cool views we got there. Anyway, back on the trail now. Trail is very faint. Can you guys see the trail? Well, don't worry, because I don't either, but we just got to go straight up this ridge. Alright, found the trail once again. It's very faint, but looks like we're following along an old logging road. This is probably not a good trail for someone inexperienced or new to hiking, or if you don't know how to read a topographic map. The terrain is pretty challenging here, and the trail is very difficult to follow in some places. Check it out, guys, a little break in the trees giving us a really nice view out onto the upper portions of the Shenandoah Valley. And nice view there straight ahead towards the House Mountains formation. Big House and Little House Mountains. And that's Jump Mountain off to the far right. House Mountains there in the center and portions of North Mountain off to the extreme left. All right, guys, made it to the intersection with the Appalachian Trail. And it's just a very short distance now to Fuller's Rocks. Series of rocky cliffs just up here on the right side of the trail as we head northbound on the AT. It's tough to make out in the bright morning sunlight, but there in the middle of your screen is the old abandoned slate mine that I recently visited there at Slatey Gap. You can actually see the mine and the road that I used to bike up the mountain. So we'll continue northbound on the AT, and there's some more great overlooks just ahead. Alright guys, so took a nice long break there at Fuller's Rocks and enjoyed the views. A little too early for lunch, so I'm going to go ahead and start heading back down the mountain. Just going to backtrack the same way I came up. Thanks a lot guys, and I'll see you on the trail. Alright, there it is, plain as day. There's even a rock cairn there and some little steps with one of the blue blazes on it. Trail continued up in that direction, but I guess I wasn't paying attention to the switchback and just walked right past it. Continued on out to the power line. But it was worth it to get the cool views there towards Glasgow from the power line. Took me a little out of the way, but I was able to easily find my way back to the trail. Guys, I've seen tons and tons of scat with berries in it all along this hike. There's a lot of bear activity here in this area. The berry and quinoa eating hipster hikers don't come down in this area, so I'm assuming it was a bear.